Hello YouTubers, this is Giant Awakens, and today I want to talk about how media controls elections, not just in the US, but around the world. From the beginning of time, propaganda has been a great way of steering the people toward what our leaders want them to see, want them to hear, and I think our modern media has done a great job of doing that. I mean, think about it, we have 4 major networks that control I'd say over 90% of what you see, what you hear, and they determine what gets put out on the airwaves. And this caucus that happened last night is just a perfect example because about a week ago you had Ron Paul was supposed to be the favorite, Mitt Romney close behind him, and Rick Santorum was like down in 4th place. He was in single digits. But in the last 7 days you had him just shoot up, and all they talked about was Rick Santorum. Every news channel, Rick Santorum is moving up in the polls. Rick Santorum totally ignoring Ron Paul, who was supposed to be the favorite. And what happened? Rick Santorum, shot to 2nd place, just like a handful of votes behind Mitt Romney. So what do you think is going to happen? The media has already determined who they want to win, and by doing so, they've taken the voice away from the people. So I think, just to go show you, though, that Ron Paul had finished 3rd and has moved up significantly since the last election, just goes to show you how the people are fed up with mainstream media and are turning to alternative media to get their information. I mean, YouTube is probably the best thing that they've come up with to allow people to finally get the truth of what's going on in our country and around the world. And it's going to continue to grow, and I think it's going to overtake mainstream media, and because people are tired of it. People are tired of getting the same old garbage. A handful of people are controlling what you see, what you hear, every day, and they're steering you in the direction that they want you to go. So I think it's incumbent upon all of us to go online, to try to get the information, try to get the truth out there to our friends and family, and turn the mainstream media off. I rarely watch the news anymore because it's garbage. I can never find out what's really going on in the world unless I turn to the internet. And so it goes back to one of my old videos. I talk about how that you might when you go and vote, you might be able to pick who you want selected as to be president or congressman or senator. But the reason they're on the ballot is not because of us. It's because someone in the mainstream media, promoted that person and marketed that person all over the country, and that's who they really want to become in power. So you notice Ron Paul, they're totally ignoring him. He gets less airtime than any other candidate, probably in history. Even during the debates, he had, I say, about 20% of the time than that Romney had, or some of the other major candidates, and he's still doing well. So that just tells you that the people are fed up with mainstream media. People are fed up with being lied to, and I think in the end, the truth, is going to set us free. I think, if Ron Paul doesn't win this next election, eventually, it's going to happen. Someone like him is going to come to the forefront because American people are tired of it. So that's all I have for today. I really want you to get this out there to all your friends and family. If you haven't signed up for my YouTube channel yet, please do, and please post any comments that you might have. And thanks again for listening.